Whenever you are a beginner just starting out or an FPS veteran, there's a ton of things to learn and improve in Standoff 2. So in today's video, I'll present you some tips and tricks that will make you a better player. Starting out with the first tip, which is guaranteed to increase your kills. That's by knowing the optimal shooting method at each distance. This means that for long distances, such as 30 meters, you want to do 1 to 3 bullet bursts with little to no recoil. Then you can let your gun position reset so that you can follow bursts with accurate shots. And when you are at a medium distance of 5 meters to 20 meters, you want to commit to spraying. This is because you're so close to the opponent that even when running and spraying, your bullets have a very high chance of hitting them in the head. Did you know that you actually have near perfect first bullet accuracy when walking in Standoff 2? And this is something very unique in these types of games. And this is why you find yourself getting killed by moving enemies so often. So when you are walking, try to keep that in mind when you spot an enemy. And it's okay to immediately shoot and then come to a stop, instead of waiting to stop and then taking the first shot. Recoil is one of the key mechanics to master in order to constantly top frag in your games. And in Standoff 2, you can actually test the spray pattern of a gun by heading into the training. Just aim at the bottom of it, hold left click and pay attention to the pattern it makes. Now you want to try mimicking the same pattern but on the opposite direction. The weapon is going up, you should pull down, and if the weapon is moving right, pull left and so forth. And with enough practice, this is how you can control the semi-random recoil and bullet spread in Standoff 2. For some guns, holding right click will bring up a scope, with the downside of decreasing your rate of fire. But when zoomed in, the bullet spread is almost non-existent. This means that even though you still experience recoil, with your crosshair jumping around as you fire, the bullets will, for the most part, go exactly where your crosshair is aiming. This means when scoping, you don't have to factor in bullet spread and instead can focus on controlling the recoil of your crosshair. So for this reason, scoping is a completely viable strategy at longer distances past 20 meters. It's imperative that you master the economy in Standoff 2. This can make all the difference between your team being fully geared or constantly force buying. So knowing exactly when you should buy and when you should save is very important. The monetary value associated with each item is important if you want to improve and become a high level player. Whoever is closer to the wall, blocking the line of sight between two players, is at a disadvantage as they will be spotted first. And that's the most common mistake that new players make when picking. Since you're closer to the wall, then you're picking and then the enemy, they will actually see you first, getting an easy kill. So instead, you want to move far back to the wall as you can then peek at an angle. And since you are further away from the object blocking the vision of your enemy, you spot him first instead. On the same topic of peeking, when you're looking around a corner, you don't know where the enemy is playing. And if you just swing wide, which is also referred to as overpeeking, you expose yourself to multiple potential enemies' positions at once. This can result in your facing multiple opponents at the same time and instantly dying, or just having to try to land a random flick on the opponent. Instead, you want to be peeking on one spot at a time. You can juggle back and forth with your movement, only revamping yourself to one angle and slowly clearing out each possible position the enemy could play. This guarantees that you'll face a 1v1 even when there are multiple enemies holding that angle. But these are some of the key tricks to taking on multiple enemies and winning most matches in Standoff 2. So make sure to play this game with the best graphics and performance, and of course with your keyboard and mouse, all thanks to BlueStacks. Also, the links to our socials are in the description, where you'll find the latest gaming news and game guides. Thank you very much for watching, and bye bye!